So, as I suspected, Al did as Al does. Instead of listening to something, however crude it might have been, he put his fingers in his ears and went, la 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 la, this is not happening, blah blah blah. I'm just going to continue to do the destructive hog shit that I always do. So, that's a thing. Found out he blocked me. You know, a mutual viewer of ours, like, where's your comment? And I was like, I don't know, I posted it. And sure enough, it's not there because I've been blocked, because that's how Al do, baby. Al does not want to listen to advice if you put it nicely, which I have many a times, or if you put it crudely and directly out of frustration, as I did yesterday. And that much was obvious, I think. But I think if you actually listen to the video without being selective like Al did, as is evident from his response, you knew where I was coming from and why I was doing it. Now, in the video, I did exclude a lot of details, which I could put out there, but I'm choosing to respect Al's privacy in that regard. I've talked to Al extensively, and I know a lot of things about his situation, which that video will speak directly to Al. Some other people might seem like I'm being a complete dick, but to Al, it's going to speak directly. Why? Because he knows what I'm talking about, and he knows what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. Shit that he doesn't tell you on the channel. Shit that he told me in confidence, and it will remain in confidence. I'm not going to violate that. But what I'm saying is the video was directed towards Al to hopefully jar him out of this stupid rut that he's in. But as I suspected, Al would rather listen to people going, no, you're cool, dude. You're all right. Keep on doing what you're doing. You're not helping him, okay? Keep on doing what you're doing. The dude is in constant misery. Keep on doing what you're doing. I'm not saying Al has to, as he so passive-aggressively suggested, march to the beat of my drum. No, I'm saying Al needs to get out of the rut that he's in so that he can be happy, okay? And he somehow twists that into, I'm being hurt, I'm being victimized, I'm being told what to do. No, man. There's people going, what the fuck, bro? We tried the nice way, we tried any other way, and you still don't get out of it. And at that point, it's your fucking fault. Okay? So I don't care if people think I'm an asshole. I care about Al enough to tell him, dude, what the fuck? But Al doesn't want you to care about him because Al's comfortable, apparently. So I did post up a comment, but since he blocked it, it's not up for anybody to see. So he gets to keep going with his narrative of I'm the victim. You know, he's already getting blown by some of his followers that are seeing it very one-sidedly, which is fine. I don't care. But this is what I do care about. He is already opting to believe that narrative because it coddles him. It comforts him. Instead of being like, you know what? I'm doing stuff constantly that is getting my mind into the shit constantly. He'd rather just believe this new narrative, this one where he's a hero, where he's being coddled, as the thing. I can't help you at that point. At that point, I'm like, all right, fine, fuck it. Cut that loose right there if you want to, you know. But I'm going to read you what I commented that he, has chosen not to see. Although he'll probably see this video because knowing Al, he's incapable of not trying to find the negative things in everything. So anyway, whatever. To whom it may concern, if they want to know what I told Al, here it is. But really, this is for Al because likely he's going to come back and go, I wonder if they said anything else about me. So this is what I commented under his reply video, which you can see on his channel if you want, to our video. To make it clear, this is already the comment. To make it clear, the Terminator comment thing is super irrelevant. I haven't even seen the show. I just found that you were repeating the pattern you always do in your take of it. A pattern fed by many other things that have you stuck in the mire of misery. The cherry on the sundae was the deletion of the comment, which brought all the frustrations of giving a crap about you and simultaneously watching you shoot yourself in the foot on a constant basis. I repeat, fuck the comment. I don't care if you chucked it straight to the bottom of the ocean. It's the fact that it is representative of certain behaviors that is frustrating. So somehow Al made this all about me being triggered, as he said, by him deleting my comment on his Terminator review. I haven't seen the fucking show. It could be dog shit. He could be 100% right about it. I was making a comment about how he always, no matter what it is, finds a way to make the things like entertainment even, an attack on him. An attack on his tastes. On how he's not getting his way. About how this is not the 80s. It's all that same shit where he's finding this comfort zone, refusing to get out of it. And the irony of it is that comfort zone is not comfortable. It's just making him miserable. So that he took down the comment because I pointed out these facts, which is not the first time I've done something like that, and that he viewed that through the lens of authoritarianism is downright freaking bogus, man. Get a skin on yourself, man. Or really, it's not even that, It can't be the thin skin thing. It's that it's you just wanting to be comfortable, and yet your comfort is sheer agony. Anyway, I continue. Whilst talking to Guntik about the entirety of owlness, we just felt the need to express those aforementioned frustrations. A lot of people won't see what I'm saying because a lot of the stuff is between you and me, and that's how it will remain. But what's important is that you see it, digest it, and hopefully grow from it. Like I said, it's downright painful to see you stay in a rut and decay there. You don't have to live up to my expectations. And honestly, it's pretty passive-aggressive of you to phrase it that way. But you do throw wrenches in your own works constantly, so to speak. You know I love you. You know I want what's best for you. I don't have to prove that to anyone. And I don't want to, or have to. You know it. I know it. Beneath my frustrations in that video, you know exactly what I'm saying and why. By the end, it's pretty damn clear why, no less. It's a damn tragedy to see someone you care for just repeat destructive behavior and patterns. Okay? I don't care how crude and direct I was in that video. If you made it to the end, you understood where I was coming from. And you, Al, of all people, know exactly where I was coming from. Because though it's vague on the surface for anybody that doesn't know the conversations you and I had, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And you know, and you have admitted many a time what the issues are, and the ones that we're addressing were exactly those issues. So let's not twist the little narrative into a woe is me type of scenario, okay? You know exactly what I'm talking about. I continue. And before I continue, let me say this. The passive-aggressive nature of his response, where it's like, I'm sorry that I don't live up to your... Never have I told you to live up to my expectations. I don't give a fucking shit if you live up to my expectations. I don't care if anybody lives up to my expectations. What I care about is that you are not fucking miserable like you are constantly. And I can see, as you can, see why you are that way. And you don't do anything about it. It's not my expectations. It's just, what would one do to fix their life? Oh, this? How about do that for your good? Anyway, I continue. Don't apologize to me. Apologize to yourself for the multitude of things that you have continued to allow control you and make you spiral. Because he went out of his way to be very passive there too. I'm sorry that I don't... All right, bro. I truly believe that you can... I emphasize that. I truly believe you can improve dramatically if only you drop the stubbornness and the attachment to the awful comfort zone you've settled into. You do take some advice, but some is not enough sometimes. Sometimes we have to take a bigger piece of the pie instead of just nibbling on it. It's easy to coddle you and say, you rock. Keep doing what you do, etc. Which, by the way, is already happening in the comments. And I don't blame them. They're his audience. Of course, they're going to be like, dude, yeah, because they only see this one side, the narrative he presents. And honestly, sometimes I'm like, how? How do they see that? How can they not see through it? You leave so much in your videos that says the opposite of what you're saying that I'm like, how? You got to be purposely blind to not see that stuff. But whatever. I get it. I'm just saying that you're opting to go, yep. You're right, man. I don't know how you could have done this to me. Ooh, woe is me. Okay. Anyway. It's easy to coddle you. To say you rock. Keep doing what you do, etc. But that's just feeding the state you're in. I made a tough call and decided to be direct and crude. Your best hasn't been shown yet. Because he says, this is the best I can do. It's not the best you can do. It's not even the best you can do now. And you know that. You know that. There's a lot of low effort going on. I believe there's best that you haven't even reached yet. And then there's the best beyond that and the best beyond that. Okay? Your potential is huge, I say right after that. But you squander it on frivolous things, and that is a huge shame on its own. I continue. You say you've wasted many years of your life obsessed with what other people think of you. That's true, you have. You've wasted more doing things you tend to do because they keep you from evolving. And that's an even colder fact. Yes, you do put a lot of stock in what other people think of you. Okay? And that's the risk of telling you anything. Because you're not going to see the positive side of it. You didn't see it when I said it to you nicely. I thought, hey, maybe a slap in the face will be like, okay, I get it. Cool. But you didn't see it then either. Shouldn't have expected more, right? Really? Why? Because you're so stuck in that comfort zone, man. But more than thinking of what people think of you, you've wasted a lot more time repeating the cycle of fucking events that you're on. That's the real waste right there. You know? There's people that are very conscious of what other people think of them, but at least they evolve. You know? You, right here. Just constantly, man. Anyway, I continue. You need to find value in you that is not dependent on what others think, and use criticisms, good or bad, as stepping stones to improvement. Like I said in the video, though, people can go about it tactfully or not. And either way, you tend to dig your heels into the ground and fight against things that will help you, which is already what you're doing. You're going like this. I'm not going to listen, blah, blah, blah. It hurt, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, man. Hey, a lot of things hurt. A lot of things hurt me. But guess what? There's a reason somebody's telling me this. I don't care if they told me bad. I don't care if they told me in a good way. There's a reason this is being said. Let me investigate. Let me separate my emotion from it, investigate, and then try to improve myself. And it's just a process that never ends. Okay? But you haven't even begun to move. And then when you move 100 steps back because you'd rather be in that weird ass comfort zone where you're miserable and you feel victimized and people can go, oh, poor Al. You're right, buddy. You're the best. Keep doing what you're doing. How's that going to help, man? It's not. You can feel better about yourself. You can have more confidence about yourself when you achieve things on your own because you fought for them. No matter how small the achievement, but you refuse to do that stuff. You would rather give more to somebody going, I disagree with you on this. You'd rather give more weight to that than, I can do this and maybe that too. And if somebody says something, maybe I could use that criticism to improve or hone my skill and do this other thing. You know, there's no progress, man. Anyway, I said, I debated posting the video. I asked several people in my audience and yours if I should. The overwhelming thoughts were for me to do it and restricted in communication. I decided to go ahead. You know, you say, I wish you would have done it another way. I have no other way. You left me no other way. You know? And yet here I see you just doing it again. Without any fucking net under you. Nothing, man. No accountability for yourself or from other people. And you're just doing the same thing. And I know in another video you're going to be like, oh, I'm doing this video again. And it's about me doing this. And hit repeat. That sucks to see. Okay? That sucks to see out of somebody that you care for. So I asked these people. And they all said, with the exception of one, put it up, man. He needs to see this. And that's why I put it up. Believe me, I fought myself on it. You know? I don't like to put out actual negativity out there. You know, on our channel we have a lot of fun. We play up, you know, this and that. But on serious matters, you know, I don't like to be too negative because it can have consequences. But There's just no goddamn way to tell Al how to do things that will improve him. Because he sees it as an attack. He sees it as people going, do it my way. No, man. It's people going, man, I went through some shit. Try this, but actually try it. And no, but he'll see it as an attack and he'll dig his little heels in and there everything goes out the window. Anyway, I realize the potential impact it can have because of your tendencies to take much of everything the wrong way or as an attack. But, fuck it. I did it. I'd rather take a chance and try to snap you out of your rut than not. Was I crude? Yes. Sometimes we need a rough wake-up call, myself included, to get things rolling. And, as I've told you many a time, I don't abandon friends. I don't consider something an end because of a blow-up or whatever. On my end, you're still a guy I care about, and I consider you a friend. If I didn't, I wouldn't care enough to say anything. If I didn't, I wouldn't be frustrated at the cycle you're in. This was not a hit piece. This was not an attack. Okay? This was what the thumbnail said, a wake-up call. Already I see a few comments saying I'm doing it for some dumb YouTube game. And let me read that comment here if I can find it. This fellow says, don't feel too bad about it, Al. People doing videos on others is just part of the dumb YouTube game. We've never played the YouTube game. We don't have views. We don't care for views. We don't give a shit about views. We care about entertaining the few people we entertain, and that's it. And if other people come along, that's cool too. Okay? We don't give a shit about views. Okay? I don't give a shit about drama. This isn't drama. This is me trying once again, of the many fucking times, and I still got receipts on that, but I'm not going to put Al's business out there. The many fucking times I've tried to help Al, and it always sounds like he's going to do something, but he goes right back to the trough to eat the vomit he spat up. It's tragic, man. So no, this is not some YouTube game. Fuck YouTube, in all honesty. Like I said in my video, which I don't know if this fellow even watched, I don't care if my YouTube video shut down, my YouTube channel shut down tomorrow. I don't give a shit. I'm not here for fucking YouTube clout. This other guy says $10 Slimers doesn't sound like a good friend. Also, there's playful ribbing. Then there is that video. Bro, you don't even know what's going on between me and now. I respect that you're trying to defend your friend or this guy that you view. But I've seen Al treat viewers like garbage. I've seen Al treat his friends like garbage. I've seen Al repeat behaviors that are super destructive over and over again. And I don't know how other people don't see that, because that's all he talks about. And it's always him doing that stuff. Very rarely is it 100% the other person's fault. There's always a 50-50 factor or more or less to how something happens. But a lot of these things are Al just digging his own hole and laying it, man. So you don't know, man. I've talked to Al extensively, and I've tried to help him in the kindest ways, and I've tried to encourage him in the kindest ways, and I've had to be rough sometimes, and he always interprets everything as an attack, and when he doesn't, he takes the advice, cherry picks a few things, and then throws the rest of it the hell away, and just repeats. Alright? That's that. We have always ribbed with Al. We're okay with him ribbing us. That video was us being like, bro, what the fuck? We're frustrated with this fucking destructive path you're on. I say, I love Al enough to put out that video. That's what I say. This other cat says, why do people talk shit about you? I'm not talking shit about him. Even by his own admission, a lot of that stuff is true. You know? So, what shit am I talking about? I'm saying, hey, wake up, man. You're unhappy. Let's do something. Do it instead of fucking turning somehow. By the way, this is the ultimate example. Somehow turning a video that I made where the impetus of the video, or the thing that put the whole action in motion began with, I can't believe Al took down that comment, which led to a conversation between myself and Guntik, which led to us going, man, we have years of frustration with Al as he's sunk deeper and deeper into this mire. Let's make a video about it. Okay, but somehow Al has just spun it down to this one thing, or actually not even spun, he's reduced it down to, he's angry that I took down the comment. I don't give a flying fuck, bro. I'm kind of like a little peeved that you took down this comment, because this comment tells you exactly what you know, where I'm coming from and why. That sucks. But fuck that, you know? Anyway. Let's go back. Let me finish this off right here in where I was reading the last paragraph. As I've told you many a time, I don't abandon friends. I don't consider something an end because of a blow up or whatever. On my end, you're still a guy I care about, and I consider you a friend. If I didn't, I wouldn't care enough to say anything. If I didn't, I wouldn't be frustrated at the cycle you're in. This is not a hit piece. This was not an attack. This is what the thumbnail said, a wake-up call. Already I see a few comments saying I'm doing it for some dumb YouTube game. What game? We do our channel for fun. This video is an odd man out, and it's there as a desperate call to a friend. I see others saying just keep doing what you're doing. What? The behavior that makes you miserable? Hey, no hate on them. They're trying to be supportive, but that's not reality. Reality is, and you know this, that you need to effect positive change in your life for you, not for anyone else. For you. And I finished it with love you, bro, even if you don't believe that. So that's the comment that he went, blah, 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 blah. I don't want to listen to it because I got butthurt. That's how Al treats his friends. That's how I shouldn't have expected anything more, man. That's how he's been treating his friends. He takes something, in their case, inoffensive, and turns it into an offense. In my case, I came at him crudely, a little rough. But this is what you're seeing. You see the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of exchanges we've had where I'm like, dude, I'm trying to be supportive of him. I'm trying to help him. I'm trying to give him advice that I know works. But Al doesn't care at the end of the day. Al doesn't want to get out of that rut, but I hope that he does. And I hope that video would be like, oh, I like when they splash cold water in your face, you know? Like, sometimes you have to hear it rough from someone that you know cares about you. But then again, Al likes to think that he shouldn't care. Because that means being accountable. That means being held responsible to yourself. So I guess I shouldn't have expected any less than this. So anyway, that's it. Boom. I'm done talking about this. Short of some extraneous circumstances. I will say this. We have a lot of banked episodes that I edit and put out. And we have Al jokes and those from the past. We've always joked with Al. Those will probably still make it into future videos because they're already there. But as far as this, man, that's all I have to say. And like I said there in the comment that he chose not to see, I'm not closing the door on friendship. I think this is the most a friend can do for somebody. Be like, dude, please get up, dust yourself off, learn from your mistakes and move forward. I wish I had more people like that in my life trying to give me a leg up like that. Because the only times I'd move forward is when people do that to me. Hey, man, look, this and this and that. This is what you're doing wrong. Let's get up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's do. And encourage. Even if it's a little rough and tough to hear sometimes. That's what I hoped. But, there's no approach apparently to Al. So, I hope that changes. But anyway, that's it.